Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a video talking about my favorite mangas and what they mean to me and my collection. And y'all can see it right there. I know the camera's not the best. The lighting in my room's kind of pissed right now. Um, but yeah. So I'll show you what I got today. I went shopping, got 4 books, and then I'm gonna show you some other series I've collected and some series that I want to collect that are my favorites. Number one, today, what I got today, I wasn't able to get the first volume, sadly, but I didn't want to miss out because they had 2 through 4, and I absolutely love this one. I'm a big Bleach fan, so I got number 3, number 2, number 4. Bleach has my favorite transformations in all of the big 3. I know people say One Piece, Joy Boy. No. Barry and Mo Naruto. I mean, it's good. But I'm more of a Vassal Lord Ichigo fan. I don't know who's calling me. I'm not picking that up. That's my stepbrother. I'm not picking that up right now. I'm a big fan of Bleach, honestly. I love how it takes some inspiration from like Hispanic culture. But yeah, I like Bleach. And like I said, Bachelor Ichigo is probably one of my favorite transformations in all of anime. When I find number 1, I will be picking that up. I've also wanted to get into a new series. That being Fate. And so I decided to get volume 1 of Fate Zero today. I just bought it today. I'm gonna read it. I mainly want to get in Fate because the Honkai collab with Fate right now. I've always thought Fate was interesting, just never had time to like watch it or get into it. Cause there's a lot of Fate series. I want to play some of the games too. I've heard some of them are good. Except for the visual novel one. If you know, you know. So I'm gonna talk about the volumes of mangas that I just kind of have that I like. It's just I don't have a really necessary want to collect them right now. You know what I mean? I absolutely love this anime / manga. Very. It's like it's talked about, but I feel like it should be talked about more. Assassination Classroom. This was actually a gift from me from my friend from years ago, so that's why it looks so old. But I love Assassination's Classroom. Absolutely love it. It is a good story. It is simple, but it's good. If you haven't read it, it's about a pretty much octopus teacher guy that blew up a part of the moon and threatens to kill everyone. And by the end of their graduation, and he is their teacher, and their job, the students, is to assassinate him. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I recommend watching it or reading it. Next, I like Hunter x Hunter, but I don't really have a necessary want to collect it right now. Hunter x Hunter, Volume 2. This was a gift for me as well because my brother accidentally bought a second one. But I actually like Hunter. Miriam being probably one of my favorite characters from it. I have some other favorite characters, but yeah. Next one. I love Fairy Tail, but I can't find actual Fairy Tail manga very often. So I was able to get volume 2 again of Fairy Tail A Thousand Year Quest, which I heard is about to be getting animated. And when that does, I'm watching it. I need to pick up Fairy Tail again. I dropped it for a bit, which I wish I didn't, but I like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's good. I recommend watching it. It was honestly a runner-up for one of the big 3 back in the day. This one was actually another gift. This is Naruto Chapter 6, and this is an old one. I used to fucking study this art back in the day. because I wanted to get into more like anime drawing. So I studied Naruto, specifically Volume 8, because this is the one I had. But this is when you first meet Orochimaru. I honestly really like that, but I wish I had the volume where they originally met Zabuza. Zabuza being Zabuza was probably one of the best first villains in an anime. I love Zabuza. Dude was a heavily underrated character. Love his weapon. I wanted to get it at Comic Con, but I have a Comic Con video I need to start working on. But I'll show you what I got at Comic Con in the next couple of videos. Next one, I like Demon Slayer, but I wanted this one for a specific reason. It has a moment in it that I really like. This is the end of the near the end of the Infinity Castle. This is volume 21. And there's a lot of scenes in here that I absolutely loved their art. So I said, yeah, I'm going to collect it. It was a simple get, but I went ahead and got it. It was like one of the only mangas they had, and I was really big fan of Mugen Train at the time. Still am. Mugen Train was probably my favorite part in the whole series. Another one. This is actually a really good Pokemon movie, but they actually made a manga for it. It's Pokemon, the movie, White, Victini, and Zekrom. I love Black and White. It was probably the first ever Pokemon show I watched completely through. I loved Black and White. Still, underrated game, underrated show. So fucking good. I loved the movie. The movie was alright. I feel like it was decent for Black and White at the time. I really liked Black and White though. Black and White was so fucking good. This next one, I don't know why I have this. This was a gift from my family. I still haven't read it. It's a romance novel. I don't know what it's about at all. My a member of my family just said, "Oh, they like anime and manga. I'm gonna get this for them." Anyone let me know if this is a good series? Crimson Empire. I have no clue what it is. I haven't even touched it. If someone knows, put a message in the comments. Tell me to read it if it's good. But yeah. Next one. Same problem. I haven't been able to find a first copy of the manga. I absolutely love the manga. I think it's a cool idea. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but there is a manga that has been coming out recently, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh, but Magic the Gathering. It's called Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated. I have 2 and 3. I like them. I want number 1. I like it and I want it. But it's a good series. It's like I said, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, but if it's Magic the Gathering. Next thing, I'm an Evangelion fan. Haven't been able to collect the manga, but I was able to pick up these. I need to read them, but they're the novels. But it's manga related, so I decided to put them in here. It's the novels of Evangelion Anima. I don't know if that's how they say it. I like it. It's cool. Love the art that's on the covers. I don't really know what they are yet. I have not read them, but I need to. I just have them in the collection for now. I gotta find time to read them. Next. This anime contains probably my favorite anime, female anime character in general in it. I absolutely love Asdef. So, I got a Comic Kill 1 and 2. I want to collect all of Comic Kill. I watched it when I was a long time ago, and oh man, that shit should hurt. But I heard the manga has a different ending, so I'm not trying to. I think I know what it is, but I'm not gonna spoil it, just in case. But yeah, I absolutely love that. I love a Comic Kill. Comic Kill is a under-talked anime, but anyone who's watched it will understand. It's so good. I'm gonna save this one. That's one of the big ones. And then I'm gonna talk about animes that I want to, or not animes, mangas I want to collect. That I don't own. Soul Eater. I read all of Soul Eater. Gas. I've been reading Fire Punch. I kind of stopped for a bit. Gas. Love this fucking art style, man. It's so fucking good. I absolutely loved Soul Eater and Fire Punch. I like Fire Punch more than Soul Eater, but I've read all of not Fire Punch, Soul Eater. I like Soul Eater's manga more than the anime. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion. My friend likes the anime more than the manga, and he got me to read the manga. I don't know. This one, I collected it. I saw it, looked at a few panels of the art, have no clue what's in it. Then I looked back. At it. There's some scenes. The Seventh Garden. I just said, oh, let me find a panel. Oh, I said, awesome artwork. I'm like, I turned to this. This was like the first page I saw. I turned to it. I'm like, oh, I like the art. I guess I'll read it. Give it a chance. That's how some of this is. I need to read it though. I have yet to read it. Cause I got a lot I need to read, but that I own. I just have it so I can read it later. Noragami. Dude. I mean fucking underrated. This shit does not get talked about. Noragami had a gas first season, ended off on a crazy plot point, and never got animated past season 1. This shit got me livid. It pisses me off because it's so fucking good. Dog, it's so fucking good. It's about how a stray god, who pretty much has little to no believers, because how the system is, the more believers you have, the stronger the god's presence is, all that. He has little to like fucking none. Which he's also like an assassin god, which is awesome. I love Noragami. I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's so fucking good. Read it, watch it. The first season ends too fucking early, man. It sucks. I wish they would pick it back up, but I don't think it'll ever get animated. There's another anime that's kind of like that. They decided to focus on the games God Eater. The God Eater anime. Ooh, I loved God Eater's anime. It was so good. But there's a lot of anime like that where they'll have a first season and we'll never fucking pick it up again, and it sucks. Fucking sucks. Don't want to make those fall over. Next, there's a series I've been collecting. How y'all gonna make fire ass edits and recommend this shit to people, and then just not tell me that there's nudity in it, like at all, in anything I've seen? Hold on. I've been collecting changed soldiers. Looked at all the art that people were posting online and said, "Oh, that's fucking awesome art. I guess I'll give it a read." see why people like it for other reasons. It's good. Sorry. It's good. I mean, the first volume wasn't bad, but I need to read 2 and 3. That's why I have them now. But yeah, y'all gotta like put warnings on when y'all are recommending mangas and shit, man. Because I heard there's so much talk online about this series. Y'all ain't say shit about that. Like, walk the fuck in, guys. It's great though. I mean, it's fun. It's interesting. I like it. There's a lot of nudity though that they don't fucking tell you about. Whew. Okay. I'm almost through the entire stack. Next, I'm a big fan of this series. I actually have chapters 1 through 4 on volumes 1 through 4 of it on disc. Ruby, I love Ruby. I love Rooster Teeth. Ruby being probably my favorite thing that's done by Rooster Teeth. Second being Red vs. Blue, but this is different. They have a manga. I collected 1, which is called Like Roses, and then I collected 5, which is Shine. I don't know if these are a part of the same series of manga, or if they're just kind of like alternate things. But I think they're part of the same thing. I don't think they're spin-offs of a spin-off. But I've read this one. This one, I like this one. I need to read this one. But Ruby, okay. I'm gonna be ordering something here soon. I'm gonna be ordering the Ruby scythe to go in my collection of weapons and weapon props. But yeah, I absolutely love Ruby. Ruby's a great series. Go check it out. The writing could be better, but the fight scenes that were done by Monty Ohm, R.I.P. my goat. Monty Ohm's work was incredible, man. Monty Ohm was actually one of the best choreographers I've seen in animation. Dude was actually very skilled. Sad to see that his talents are no longer with us. Next. Y'all know me. I've talked about this franchise and this game company so much. I love Bloodborne, love Elden Ring, love Dark Souls. I've been collecting. I only have 1 volume, but I'm gonna collect more. Dark Souls Redemption. They cooked with the art. Man. The art was amazing. This story was very interesting, too. I mean, it's Dark Souls. It's not going to be not interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure. I wish, if anyone knows if there's a Bloodborne manga, because I haven't seen anything about that, let me know. I love Bloodborne. Bloodborne is one of my favorite franchises. It's my favorite game of all time. It's one of my favorite just worlds. So I would love a manga, but I don't think there is one. Okay. These next 3, I take heavily inspiration from. I know you can see them. Let me move the mic. These 3 series are my main inspiration for everything that I do. Well, more or less, this one is a little less. One of the mangas I was wanting to talk about that I don't own, that I want to collect so bad, is one of the big 3 mangas that I love. I'm gonna go by order. Yes, I'll go by order, from first to third. Y'all know me. Bam, bam, Bam. Bam. I fucking love Chainsaw Man. I absolutely love it in every way, man. Chainsaw Man is my favorite series of all time. By my favorite mangaka of all time. And my favorite artist in general of all time. Fujimoto is a psychopath writing a story about psychopaths. Who better to understand it? I love Fujimoto, but he's a fucking psychopath. Like, dude's crazy. Love him to death, though. Love him to death. But he's a loose case. He's a loose bolt. Nut job, if you will. But I absolutely love him. Respect the hell out of him. Oh my god. This makes most of my collection right here. And I need to collect... I need to collect 18 and 19 since they came out. I think we're at 20 now. But, Fujimoto... Honestly... He's incredible. His world building is so simple, but it's so unique that it has its own flavor. And it's like nothing I've seen before. Chainsaw Man is its own thing that no one else was able to capture like Fujimoto was. Volume 1 was a great intro to the series. Who is calling me mid-video? Again. If it's the same person, I'm gonna lose my crap. Okay. Chainsaw Man, Volume 1. Honest to God. Great intro. I love Puchita. Love Puchita. Love Puchita. Puchita is best mascot. He's so fucking adorable, bro. He's so cute. I love Puchita. He's just a little dog. He's a little chainsaw dog. He's just a dog. How long has my mic been off? How long? I don't know how long my mic's been off. Fuck. Okay, I'll just have to look back at it. Chainsaw Man is simply perfect. Intro was great. I'm summing it up because I don't know how long my mic's been off for. Intro, immaculate. I love Puchita. Puchita is my goat. Puchita is my king. He killed my family in a car crash. But I love Puchita. Puchita's great. Introduced to one of the coolest characters. She's based off of Eric Cartman. If you don't know, Power is based by Eric Cartman. Fujimoto is a reverse weeb, so meaning he likes Western culture, while we like their culture. But yeah, he loves movies that were made in America. He takes a lot of inspiration from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, being his main inspiration for Chainsaw Man. And it's a great piece of work, honestly. It's honestly great. Volume 2. Volume 3, dog. Volume 3 is when the story starts pulling. You're introduced to Katana Man. You see what happens to Himeno. If you don't know, I'm not going to spoil it, but Himeno quickly became one of my favorite characters. Honestly, heartbreaking chapter. Chapter 4. Easy Revenge. Wait, no, this wasn't Easy. Was this? Wait, no, this was right before Easy Revenge. I got introduced to the rest of the devils that were a part of the Hunter organization. Honestly, All were pretty. All of them were pretty cool. Chapter 5 was one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen, dog. Katana Man fight, like, we get to see more from Beam. Just how they set up that fight was amazing. I absolutely loved the Easy Revenge. Easy Revenge was made Aki honestly stand out. And honestly, Aki became one of my favorite characters by the end of part 1. I absolutely love Aki. Alright, I already said a lot about that. I'm gonna, like, censor this next one. This is chapter 6. Chapter 6 is what's gonna be animated soon. Bomb Girl arc is honestly the best arc in the entire series. Bomb Girl arc is absolute fucking gas, and I'm so ready for the movie. I am just upset that the anime movie is just now getting animated after 2 years. Guess what? All of these other animes are getting season 2s already. Frieren, Solo Leveling, fucking all this other shit. Like fucking Don is getting a season 2 first. Like, what's going on, Mappa? What the fuck are you doing? Chapter 7, International Assassins arc. Crazy opening. It's honestly a very interesting arc. I don't know if it was a little bit of a drop off from the Bomb Girl, but it kind of went into the International Assassins arc perfectly, in my opinion. Because it's from the aftermath of the Bomb Girl arc, or aka Reze arc, whatever you want to call it. Next one, I'm gonna censor this one too while I'm at it. The end of the International Assassins arc, Volume 8. I can't explain how fucking awesome the art was in that chapter. The art, I'm not gonna spoil what devil shows up. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. This is spoiler warning. Mute the audio or whatever you gotta do. The Darkness Devil is one of the fucking coolest designs I've seen for a fucking demon in fiction. That motherfucker is terrifying. Honestly, I actually was kind of shaking when they fucking encountered him, and it was just one-shotting people. That motherfucker is insane. Alright. You're good now. No more spoilers if you did mute it. Volume 9. This is probably my favorite just volume in all of Chainsaw Man. Volume 9. I can't stress this enough. Volume 9 was written, however you want to say it, perfectly. Volume 9 is honestly my favorite volume out of any manga. It's not an arc, but it is my favorite volume. I don't know if you would count this as an arc. I don't think it would be counted as an arc, but as a volume, it's so damn good. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I cried while reading this. It hurts so much. It honestly breaks my heart. Fujimoto, you were an evil, psychotic bastard, and I love you. You took everything that made me happy. But that is my favorite volume in all of Chainsaw Man. Man. Honestly, these next two, dude, the first few fucking minutes of this one, volume 10, is, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking Fujimoto does this to Denji. He can't let him be happy. And honestly, keep it up because you're writing gas. But every single plot point just fucking blows my mind. Especially in part 2. Everything is like cliffhanger, fucking shit you didn't expect. It's insane. Crazy. I don't know what's going on in part 2 half the time, but it's awesome. But, first few minutes of this volume is heartbreaking. And has honestly one of the most awesome fights I've ever seen. I'm just gonna let you know, Pochita is the most badass fucking thing in fiction. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a fuck. Bro is a beast. Next. Oh, man. The most amazing climactic ending to a part alone. Even if this was the end of the series, bro. He cooked. Volume 11 is quite literally the best end of a part in fiction, in my opinion. I like I've said, I think Chainsaw Man is the best manga that I've ever read. And I just relate to Denji because he just wants to live a normal life. He doesn't give a fuck about anything else. He just wanted to live a normal life with his little buddy, and he couldn't have it. And then he tried to make his dream come possible with the help of Pochita giving him his heart. And then right when he had everything that he wanted in life, it got stripped from him. It's honestly a great climactic ending to Chainsaw Man. And I absolutely loved how they defeated the final villain. I'm not going to say who it is. I don't think anyone who's going to watch this doesn't know who it is, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Part 2 started picking up. It started picking up. It was interesting. Honestly, I really like part 2. I think part 2 is very cool and very interesting, and I love it. People don't like part 2. I don't care. I don't care. I think it's awesome. I think part 2. I want to see. I'm glad we're seeing more of Denji now in part 2, but yet again, he still can't have peace. But honestly, Fujimoto is writing it perfectly. I believe that he is he's my favorite MC of all time. I'm not even going to lie to you. He's my favorite MC of all time. He's just awesome. I love him. He's my GOAT. I love Denji, and I'm so happy that part 2 introduced a unique character to counteract Denji's personality, and I think it's interesting. I honestly think that volume 12 and all the rest of part 2 is. I don't think it's going to be able to top the Snowball Fight volume, aka volume 9, and I don't think it'll ever beat volume 6, but volume 9 and 6 are just awesome, and I loved them. Awesome chapters. But part 2, I don't think there's no reason to contest that, oh, it's not as good as volume 1. I mean, bro, the writing in volume 1 was amazing. Not volume 1, writing in part 1. But there's still a chance that they could drop a chapter that's better than Bomb Girl and Snowball Fight. But I mean, it's hard to top those chapters for me. It's hard to top them. I still love part 2 though. Absolutely love it. Part 13 was interesting. I liked it. It was one of the more decent chapters. I think it was interesting to kind of build up off of Yuru and that relationship, and then also kind of get us a more understanding of what goes on in their head and whatnot. 14, awesome chapter. Not too much happened in it, but it was still a good one. I liked it. It's when we finally get to see the two of them fully talk to each other and interact with each other. And I think Volume 14 is a good way to connect the two main characters closer. Now there is two main characters. I love this chapter. The idea of the Fall Devil. I'm just gonna say this. It's awesome. I think it's cool, and I think that what its ability is one of the coolest. Chainsaw Man has my favorite power system in all fiction. I know I keep saying that. I just like the idea that devils are powered by how much fear is behind their name, and then if their name is eaten by I'm not this is spoiler, so mute the audio, and when I do this, unmute it. That now the spoilers are activating, so boop. That the fact is that Puchita / Chainsaw Man can eat them and erase their name from history, and then all of the fear is just gone from history. Dude, somehow how he built it into the world. There's events that he'll mention that actually happened. Like I'm not gonna be able to say it because it get me flagged, but some events that happened in real world got erased in the Chainsaw Man world, and some events that never they'll mention, but you look it up and there's no information on it. So it honestly breaks the fourth wall a little bit. But also a cool thing is that Chainsaw Man takes place pretty early. It takes place, I think, in a few years before 2001 for reasons. I might be wrong, or it's right after 2001. But Fall Devil was honestly a really cool introduction to some of the more unique devils that are in Chainsaw Man, and it's honestly an interesting chapter to introduce the new villains that are in the new chapters in part 2. Part 17, not 17, 16. Just know I hate almost all of the other weapon devils immensely for what's about to come in chapter 17. Cannot stand them. Hate them with a passion. Longsword Devil, I hope you fall over a cliff and hurt your big toe. I do not like you weapon devils, other than 3 of them. More like 4. Honestly, leading into what was happening last chapter, this is when it climaxed. I hope all of the other weapon devils, step on a Lego. And more. I can't say too much without getting in trouble on YouTube, but I absolutely hate the weapon devils for what they did in this chapter. Evil. Right when Digi had everything he wanted. Absolutely evil chapter. But it set some crazy shit in motion. I need to get the latest, I think, 3 chapters, because I think we're finally at number 20. Or 21. I don't know. I gotta look up that up. But, Chainsaw Man is fantastic. And it is my main inspiration for everything that I do. I do so much Chainsaw Man art, or there's so much stuff. I studied Fujimoto's art style, and I wanted it. I kind of took inspiration from his, and now I having an art style that I'm proud of, because I studied his artwork, practice, and then proceeded to kind of shape it into my own, with some different stuff that I was working on at the time. So I absolutely love Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's the most important story I've ever read to me. Um, what's next? Ah, yes. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. This is my number two favorite manga of all time. It is known as the Bible of manga at this point. This is the main inspiration for all of the Souls games. Berserk. Actually, one of the greatest stories, hand down, ever made. Berserk is, without a doubt, a masterpiece in every sense of the word. The creator of Berserk is known as one of the two fathers of manga. He is known the father of Shinin, which is dark shonen, and both of the creators, the fathers of manga, Akira Toriyama and my man, Marua, bro. I probably butchered the name. Kentaro. I'll just say Kentaro because that's easier. Kentaro. Rest in peace, man. I love Kentaro's work. It's one of the few stories, kind of like Chainsaw Man, that honestly made me cry. It's actually a fantastic story. My mic keeps turning off. I'm sorry. But this story is honestly heavily underrated. It's not underrated, but a lot of people can't read it because of its dark content. And I understand if you can't handle that, but if you can and you just are using that as an excuse to not read it, for example, you just like, oh, it's got that, I'm not interested. No, I'm good. But it's like, oh, I physically can't handle that. I understand, do not read it, but if you can, but also don't say that don't read it to other people, because that's just not a good thing. People tried starting controversies about it. I it's so stupid. Like, let his art exist. His art changed multiple industries, changed gaming, writing, art, all these different things. His art, his story shaped media as a whole. Without this, a lot of your favorite series would not exist. A lot of them. I'm sorry, but they wouldn't. This was the main inspiration for 80% of the fucking media that exists now. Like, Berserk shaped the industry. It is the perfect shinin manga of all time. In Berserk, the art is absolutely breathtaking. I wonder how much he spent on some of the panels alone. Just a couple of them. I feel like it would have taken so long. But he wanted to put so much detail and work into his design. And man, I still wonder till this day what he would have wanted for his series to end. If you don't know, his best friend who worked on Holy Land, which was another popular manga at the time, is now finishing the story for him. And I want to see what he'll do, but I really wonder till this day, unless he left notes for him before his death, which I don't think he did, because I don't think you can ever be prepared for something like that. My honest opinion, I would have loved to see how Kentaro would have taken Berserk. And where it ended would have, honestly, he could have taken it anywhere, and it would have been so interesting to see the rest of his vision for his series. I will be the happiest man alive the day that Griffith has a sword ran through him by Guts and killing him, or offing him in Minecraft. I believe that Guts is one of the best protagonists ever written. He's my second favorite protagonist. Guts is... Oh, man. He went through so much, but he never gave up. He never did. And he is the definition, in my opinion, about humanity's will. I think he is the perfect personification of humanity's will in every sense of that thing. Guts went through so much in his life, and he had rough times, but he kept moving forward. Dude, I could be here all day talking about Berserk. Same for Chainsaw Man, but I can't do that. I got stuff to do. I honestly love this story. It like I said, it's one of my main inspirations. I cannot stress it enough how important Berserk is to me, and how important it is to the industry as a whole in manga, writing, art, and everything. And I found out something interesting today. Ash Williams from Evil Dead was an inspiration for Guts. And I see it. So was Doom, apparently. Doom was inspired by Ash Williams. They both came out in a report or something. I find that awesome. I find that so cool. But honestly, Guts was written to be his own thing now. Guts is perfect. And I had to get the big book version, because it's awesome. It is a little depressing. There's not really any art on it, but I love Berserk. And Griffith is the definition of evil. I don't care. Y'all don't even try to protect him. Some people do. You're evil if you believe that. Griffith is a fucking monster. There's nothing redeemable about him. I'm talking about my next one. Number 3. I do not have a volume of it, but I want to collect one so bad. Vagabond. Vagabond is based off of a true story. If you don't know, Miyamoto Musashi was a famous swordsman, Ronin, samurai in Japan forever ago. And he was considered to be the best samurai in all of Japan at that point in time. And Musashi, his journey in Vagabond, it's not necessarily considered to be fully exactly what happened in his story. It's kind of like their own take on it. The journey. Do you want to know where Vinland Saga got its inspiration from? You want to know? Go read Vagabond. Vinland Saga's main inspiration was Vagabond. And it's so interesting. I absolutely love Vinland Saga, but Vagabond, dude? Miyamoto Musashi is one of the coolest characters I've seen. I love how the creator of Vagabond draws. And I'm obsessed with his art style. I couldn't do his art style fully, but I absolutely love his work. I think that you can see how his art evolved so much, bro. It is insane how far it evolved, and it honestly it's breathtaking to see how far he came. And there's another thing where one of his latest chapters, he said, I needed to take a break because this was not how I was wanting to draw it. I wanted it to be more beautiful. And I'm like, brother, your artwork was immaculate in that chapter. It was amazing. What do you mean? He's like, no, I need to take a break. I need to work on my work and try to think of something that I really want to take in the direction of the art. I'm like, oh, okay, bro. You cooked already in that chapter. You do you, man. If you gonna produce some more art like that, keep it up. Take your rest, brother. I don't give a fuck. If you keep resting, you dropping that gas artwork. You do you. But I honestly love Vagabond. Love it. To every sense of my being. And I took major inspiration for my character. One of my main OCs. From him. From Miyamoto. And also took inspiration from Denji. I love Denji. And I mean, honestly, he was inspired by all three. Denji, Guts, and Miyamoto Mujishi. More Denji. It goes Denji for his main inspiration. Second would be Miyamoto, and third would be Guts. But I absolutely love all three of them, and I honestly can't get enough of them. I would love to collect all of Berserk, all of Chainsaw Man, and all of Vagabond if I could. But I am also not a rich millionaire like Mr. Beast, so I can't do that. Or someone else. I don't know, but I'm not rich, so I can't do that. But when I do find the chance, I will be collecting Vagabond. Vagabond is immaculate. Next. Another. He striked again. My favorite author. Oh my god. Fucking Mew. Fucking Atsuki Fujimoto, I fucking love you, you sick maniacal bastard. Fire Punch. It's darker than Chainsaw Man. But this shit gas. This shit's awesome. If you don't know what Fire Punch is, Fire Punch is about, hey, there's this kid who has regenerative abilities, and he lives with his sister, and some stuff happens. I'm gonna skip over that, because I don't need to talk about that. And then, they're eating his regenerative parts, because the people in the village, because they're in a frozen wasteland with no food. They come to the village and see all the body parts. We kill them all. Like the military. Yeah, let's kill them all. They're deranged cannibals. Kill them all. And then sets fire to them and looks at the main character and says, this is a kid who's a part of this village. He's a cannibal too, right? The kid who was giving up his body parts so he could feed the village because he cared about the people as if they were family. They kill his sister. Okay. They burn her. And they burn him. Well, he keeps regenerating. So he's constantly on fire. And so he has a punch that is like fucking Saitama's. That is a goddamn blast of fucking heat. He is constantly on fire and constantly regenerating. That's such an awesome plot. That's so fucking awesome. Fujimoto just does it, bro. He does it differently. His power systems are awesome. They're so fucking cool. I want to collect all of his work. All of it. I don't care. Absolutely love Fujimoto's work, bro. It's so interesting. His artwork. Every bit of it. And I absolutely love it. And dude, I can't get enough of it. I can't. But yeah. Great series. I don't think I have all of it. I think I'm missing the last 2 chapters. But dude, Fire Punch is amazing. So far. I love Fire Punch. It's darker than Chainsaw Man. And it has some dark themes. Once again, like Berserk, if you can't handle it, don't read it, please. Just don't for yourself. But also don't say, especially if your friend can't handle it, don't say, oh, don't read it. Please don't do that. Don't do that at all. It's honestly, if they can handle it, let them experience it for themselves. Warn them, oh, it has this, this, and this. And if they say, okay, I get that, I'll read it, try it, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't. I can take that. I can take more darker themes. It's okay. It's honestly good. Read it. If you can't take dark themes, and I mean dark themes, do not read it. Okay? Do not. I would love to collect the mangas that I would love to collect. Evangelion. I don't think there's a manga because I'm pretty sure it's an anime original. Cowboy Bebop. But if there is a manga, let me know because I've never seen it anywhere. The rest of Chainsaw Man, of course. The rest of Berserk. I'd like to collect Fire Force. I love Fire Force. Fire Force has one of my favorite protagonists, Shinra. I'd like to collect more Fairy Tail. I'd like to collect more of just a bunch of series that I'm not able to collect. Honestly, there's a lot of good ones I want. If there's a God Eater, let me know, because I would like to collect God Eater. If there's a Code Vein, let me know for that too, because I don't think there is, but that'd be cool. Let me know more about any other like spin-offs, Souls-like stories out there. For example, like if there's a Bloodborne manga, if there's more different Dark Souls spin-offs mangas, let me know about all those. Those are so cool. I'd like to collect Hellsing. Hellsing's pretty cool. I like Hellsing. I'd like to collect Death Note, and I'd like to collect some others, but I'd like to finish the ones that I don't have. Like, I would love to have most of all Bleach. This is a main one that I really freaking want, is Akame ga Kill. I absolutely love Akame ga Kill. Akame ga Kill is heavily underrated. Soul Eater would be cool. Most of the Redemption, Dark Souls, most of Ruby, all of those that show Noragami, especially. Like I said, I love Noragami. I'm gonna read a little bit more Change Soldiers and to give my opinion on it if I want to collect more of it. I'm gonna read Fate for the same thing. I'd like to collect a few more volumes of Demon Slayer, specifically the Mugen Train volumes. I'd like to have Assassination's Classroom. If there is a manga for Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I'd like to have that too. There's a lot of mangas that I would love to have. I think there's a Yu-Gi-Oh manga. If there is, I'll probably grab that too. I would like a Digimon, Pokemon. Those. I'd love a Black Lagoon. collection. I like Black Lagoon. There's just so many series I want to collect, man, but I don't have time. So, if you like my content, please subscribe. Thanks for everyone who views the channel and watches. I try to put a lot of work into these, but once again, Flamingo question of the day: what's your favorite manga / recommendation for me? Let me know. I'll watch it if it has an anime, and I'll read it. Please don't recommend very, very smutty stories, please. That's all I ask. Please, can you do that without making me want to hit the backflip on Among Us or some bullshit like that? I don't fucking know. Hit the backflip in Minecraft off of like a fucking 18 block fucking wall, please. There's a lot I've been wanting to check out. So thank you once again, but let me know what you like. What's your favorite manga? Or yeah, just let me know what your favorite manga is, and I'll check it out. Thank you so much. Y'all have a lovely rest of y'all's time.